There's a moment in some lives that doesn't arrive with drama. There's no collapse, no crisis, no decision. Just a quiet realization that you don't feel pulled towards anything anymore. For people who once lived with momentum, this can be deeply upsetting. They remember acting quickly, they remember wanting things, and they remember being moved. And they don't know when that stopped. What often gets labelled as giving up is rarely that simple. More often, it's erosion. Years of effort that didn't lead where it was meant to. Years of responsibility that required endurance, not choice. Eventually something adapts, not by breaking, but by lowering expectation. Action becomes optional. Desire becomes distant. And doing nothing starts to feel safer than hoping again. This is why encouragement rarely works. This is why ideas bounce off. This is why people saying you could still do something lands flat. Because what's missing isn't energy, it's trust. Trust that effort leads somewhere meaningful. Trust that wanting won't end in disappointment. Without that trust, motivation has nowhere to attach. Our culture struggles with this stage. It prefers comeback stories, reinvention, renewed purpose. But all of that assumes something important. It assumes that this person still wants to want, and many don't. And forcing that expectation only deepens the withdrawal. Not every quiet period in life is a problem to solve. Some are simply a place where striving has ended and nothing has replaced it. That doesn't mean the life is empty. It means it's no longer being performed. There can be dignity in that if we allow it. Sometimes something does stir. Not a plan, not a new identity, just a small response, a moment of contact if you like. If that happens, it doesn't need direction. It doesn't need momentum. It just needs to be left alone long enough to be real. And if nothing stirs, nothing's been lost. This is not about anyone fixing lives. It's about telling the truth without demanding an outcome, especially when that truth doesn't lead anywhere obvious. Because sometimes the most humane thing you can offer is not a way forward, but a place to stand without being told you should be somewhere else.